When Chadwick Boseman passed away in August 2020 at just 43, fans around the world were shocked. No one knew that the actor who brought Black Panther to life had been fighting stage 3 colon cancer since 2016, through every film shoot, every premiere, and every public appearance. Over the course of his career, Boseman portrayed historical figures like Jackie Robinson and Thurgood Marshall with remarkable depth. But it was his role as T'Challa in Black Panther that made him a cultural icon. His performance inspired children everywhere to put on Black Panther costumes and imagine themselves as heroes. Director Ryan Coogler reflected that from the time he met Boseman, quote, "the ancestors spoke through him." Even while facing his own mortality, the actor's dedication to his work left a huge legacy in the world around him. Chadwick Boseman was only one of the many remarkable people we've lost to some type of colorectal cancer, the second most frequent cause of cancer-related deaths. In this video, and at our website, Legacy.com, we're paying tribute to 10 notable public figures whose cultural legacies live on after their deaths. Catherine O'Hara's career in comedy spanned 5 decades. From memorable film roles in Beetlejuice and Home Alone to her Emmy-winning performance as Moira Rose in Schitt's Creek, she played a never-ending parade of eccentric characters. In a 2024 interview, she reflected on the role of humor in her life. "My husband and I laugh about everything," she said. "That's the best way to live because there's so much sadness." O'Hara passed away in January 2026 at age 71 from a pulmonary embolism after battling rectal cancer. Her Last of Us co-star Pedro Pascal noted, "There is less light in my world, this lucky world that had you." To a generation who grew up in the late 90s, James Van Der Beek was Dawson Leary of Dawson's Creek, the sensitive, creative teenager who felt everything deeply. When Van Der Beek died in February 2026 at just 48, fans didn't just lose an actor, they lost a piece of their youth. But Van Der Beek's courage extended far beyond the screen. After his colorectal cancer diagnosis, he appeared on The Real Full Monty, literally burying himself to raise awareness and funds for cancer research. Through it all, Van Der Beek, a father of 6, spoke often about the joy his family brought him. His former co-star, Chad Michael Murray, paid tribute upon his passing, saying, "James was a giant. His words, art, and humanity inspired all of us." The legendary Brazilian athlete Pele is widely considered the greatest soccer player of all time. Born in poverty in Brazil in 1940, he became the only player in history to win 3 World Cups. But Pele's greatest legacy wasn't just on the field. After retirement, he became a humanitarian, advocating for Brazil's children and poor, raising millions for charity. Pele died in December 2022 from complications of colon cancer at the age of 82. The man who'd always called soccer the beautiful game had lived a beautiful life, humble, generous, and devoted to lifting others up. From humble origins in South Carolina, Eartha Kitt became an international icon of elegance. Across 6 decades as a singer, dancer, and actress, her distinctive voice captivated audiences in more than 6 languages. Her first album included songs like Santa Baby, which became a holiday favorite. She appeared in films including St. Louis Blues with Nat King Cole and on TV as Catwoman in the 1960s Batman series. After she spoke out against the Vietnam War in 1968, she was blacklisted for years. But she eventually made a Broadway comeback and continued performing well into the 2000s. When she died from colon cancer at the age of 81, fans remembered her famous quote, "I'm an orphan, but the public has adopted me. The biggest family in the world is my fans." Robin Gibb, along with his brothers Barry and Morris, formed the Bee Gees. The group defined the disco era with songs like Stayin' Alive, Night Fever, and Jive Talkin', selling more than 200 million records. But behind the glittering success were tragedies. Their brother Andy died at 30, Morris died suddenly in 2003, and Robin himself battled health problems for years. He died in 2012 at the age of 62 with colorectal cancer that had spread to his liver. Through it all, the music endured. Today, Stayin' Alive still fills dance floors at weddings and celebrations worldwide, a testament to the joy the Gibbs brought to millions. Raul Malo's voice could soar from raw soulfulness to operatic heights. As frontman of the Mavericks, he fused together musical styles ranging from country and rock to Tejano and swing, hitting it big with songs like All You Ever Do Is Bring Me Down. In 2020, the Mavericks made history with the first album to debut atop both the Latin pop and folk Americana charts. When Malo revealed his colon cancer diagnosis in 2024, fans rallied. A tribute concert at Nashville's legendary Ryman Auditorium celebrated his 35-year legacy. Hospitalized just a day before, Malo couldn't attend, but the music he created filled that historic venue. He died in December 2025 at the age of 60. His wife Betty wrote he was called to do another gig, this time in the sky, and he's flying high like an eagle. From the moment Kirstie Alley stepped behind the bar on the hit sitcom Cheers as the neurotic Rebecca Howe, she won America's heart with humor, sass, and vulnerability. From her early breakout role in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan to the Look Who's Talking movies and the popular comedy Veronica's Closet, Alley brought honesty to every role. Later, on series like Fat Actress and Dancing with the Stars, she showed millions that reinvention is always possible. When she died of colon cancer in December 2022 at the age of 71, fans remembered not just her characters, but her willingness to be real, flawed, and completely herself. For millions of fans, Kevin Conroy wasn't just the voice of Batman, he was Batman. His distinctive vocal performance in Batman the Animated Series defined the Dark Knight for an entire generation. In 2014, Conroy explained his approach. "That voice comes from such a deep well of pain," he said. "If you don't really do it genuinely, it sounds artificial. You really need to invest it with a lot of emotion and a lot of backstory." Conroy's 2022 autobiographical story, Finding Batman, told how his own life experience, growing up gay and living through the AIDS epidemic, informed his portrayal of Bruce Wayne's inner strength. When Conroy died that same year from colorectal cancer at the age of 66, tributes poured in from fans everywhere. For 146 TV episodes, young Jay North brought to life the beloved comic strip character Dennis the Menace. At just 8 years old, he became a television star, making audiences laugh as Dennis got in and out of trouble. When he died in April 2025 at the age of 73, fans remembered him as a pure joy, a reminder of simpler times and childhood wonder. 10 extraordinary lives, 10 different legacies, one devastating disease that took them all too soon. Colorectal cancer is preventable and treatable when caught early, but it remains one of the leading causes of cancer deaths. This Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, Legacy.com has created an online memorial where you can find thousands of tributes to people across the United States and beyond who lived with this disease. Each name represents a life lived, a family forever changed, and a reminder that screening saves lives.